Hi Scorpio, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be your March 2021 love reading. This reading is going to be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars and Venus. And just to remind you, Scorpio, to please like, share, subscribe this video, as well as to click the notification bell to be notified of future videos like this one. Also, to let you know, Scorpio, I'm now on TikTok, so you can find me at LEALEANICK. And also, if you would like to get additional messages, you can follow me on Instagram at empathbutterflies18. And if you would like to find out what's in store for your sign for the month ahead, please go and check out my sister's channel, which is called Beyond Astro K. Now, Scorpio, let's take a look at what needs to be released from your life, or maybe for the month of March 2021. We have the Fool card. Now, the Fool card is represented by the sign Aquarius. Now, some of you may have Aquarian aspects in your chart, or some of you could simply be dealing with an Aquarius person. And I feel that this has something to do with your home, because Scorpios are going through their 4th house transit at the moment, and again Saturn is in the sign of Aquarius, so you have that Saturnian energy in your home, for some of you, in your surroundings. You may be feeling quite restrictive, quite wanting to break free is what I'm picking up right here. This could also represent that some of you may want to move home. Some of you may want to decorate your home in a specific way. Some of you may want to, put some orders in your home, but you may feel that everything is just too chaotic. This could be an indication to release that unruly side. I'm not saying that you're unruly, Scorpio, but unleash that side of feeling out of control, gain that sense of control. This Fool card is also an indication that some of you may want to connect with other singles like yourself, but you may be putting doubts in the way as to why this could work. This is an indication to release that part of you that it's making you feel as though you will be unable to connect with anyone. The Fool is very unorthodox. He's very unorthodox. He's very quirky. So this could be an indication also to release that unorthodox way about you. I feel like in the past you may have been, very predictable in some cases, or maybe doing things that you felt people expected you to do. And I'm picking up for some of you, you may have wanted to decorate your home, but you may have felt to yourself that the way that I want to decorate my home, people may not like it. And it's not about people. That's the thing with some of you. I feel that some of you have been doing things to please and appease others. Now it's all about pleasing yourself, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone, of course, Scorpio. But to me, it's saying to embrace that Aquarian-like energy. Aquarius are very free-spirited. They're very, in some cases, self-centered. This could be an indication of being quite selfish in some cases, spending time alone and not feeling guilty about it. I know some of you could be parents. I know some of you have work duties, but this speaks to me of making that time for yourself. Whether that means you go outdoors, you're in touch with greenery, spending time in nature. This speaks to me about putting yourself out there in regards to connecting with new people. And obviously I know what's going on in the world right now, but this could also be an indication of connecting with people online, like-minded folks. Could even be for a friendship, doesn't have to be for a relationship, because I'm picking up here that some of you may not actually want to be in a new relationship in the now with the Fool card, because the Fool card is very independent. And also with Aquarius being in Saturn, and in the sign of Aquarius, Jupiter is also in the sign of Aquarius, and whatever Jupiter touches, it expands it, all right? Because Jupiter is all about expansion, and Jupiter is ruled by the sign Sagittarius. And when I feel and think about a Sagittarian, I think about higher learning. I think about, different cultural backgrounds. I think about travel, spirituality, okay? So some of you may actually want to maybe travel during this time, but you may feel like, it's not the right time to do so. It may not be the right time to do so wherever you're living. However, you can still make plans, okay? Some of you may have always stuck to the same old, and this to me speaks about maybe stepping outside of the box, because sometimes when we keep doing the things the same way we done them before in the past, we always get the same results. So with that Aquarian energy, this speaks about, you know, doing something outside of the box, okay? And I know you're a fixed sign, like myself. I'm a Leo, we're fixed, right? Aquariuses are fixed as well, but they have the energy of detachment. It's what I'm picking up right here. So there has to be, I feel, an energy of you that has to feel comfortable with being yourself and doing the things that you want to do without it hurting anybody, and being unapologetic about it. For some of you, there's something about, you know, maybe having to release a person that's in Aquarius, whether it's a sun, moon, rising Mars or Venus, you know, or there's a part of you that may have to release a part of yourself if you've got Aquarius in your natal chart that you may have felt was maybe too detached. And with Jupiter being there, it may be expanded. Some of you could have like Aquarius moon or rising, and you may have felt in the past that it had inhibited you from gaining closeness with others. So maybe looking at that, why am I very detached, or why can't I, you know, there's something around that. Something needs to be released in order for you to move forward, right? Now, let's take a look at what you want to bring into the month of March 2021, what you want to gain from your partnerships. We have the Two of Rods. This is an Aries energy for me. Some of you may have like Aries moon, rising. For some of you, Venus, Mars. With the Two of Rods, I feel like you want to take action, but at the same time, I'm getting a sense of feeling at some sort of standstill. So some of you may want to take action in regards to moving forward with your life. Some of you want to move forward, and that's another thing. The Fool card does speak about new beginnings, a new cycle emerging, or being on a new cycle, right? And that's the thing. Some of you, excuse me, are on a new cycle. However, the Fool card does indicate that you need to be about your wits. You need to, you know, weigh up the pros and cons, right? Not be too, you know, not just go out there without looking at what's before you, etc. Doing that homework, right? Some of you may want to travel. Some of you may want to move home. Some of you may feel like you've outgrown a certain area and environment. Some of you may actually want to move out of your family home, is what I'm picking up right here. Because you may feel to yourself, in order for me to connect with someone, because I do sense some of you actually want to connect with a love partner, or be someone that is from a different cultural background. It could be someone that you're having a long distance, I should say, connection with, or you may be thinking about connecting with someone online, but for some reason or the other, there's restrictions around that. That could be due to the fact that you may still live at home, or what's going on in the world right now, or your own, you know, reservations around that. So you're at some sort of crossroads, wanting to connect with someone, or feeling, do I actually want to be in a new relationship? Or do I actually want to be single? Okay? And I feel for your person, what they would want to bring into the month of March 2021. But some of you, this is an individual, I feel, you know, that is waiting in the wings. So for some of you, I feel like you've, without thinking, some of you, it was a conscious thought that you've manifested this individual in. So there is someone that the universe or God or whoever you believe in, that, you know, that is waiting to come into your life. But there's a cycle that needs to be closed out. You know, maybe some of you need to move in order to meet this individual. Maybe some of you need to speak to the right person. Maybe some of you may need to get out more in nature, and you may meet this person. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be nature. It could just mean getting out in general, right? Maybe some of you may need to join some sort of course or some sort of network group, because I'm here in 11th house, and Aquarius ruled the 11th house, right? And 11th house is all about networking with others, friendships. Maybe some of you may meet someone through a friend, but there's restrictions that you're putting around, you know, meeting and connecting with other people. It's almost like you've put mental blocks in the way, like, oh, I can't possibly go out with someone that I go university with, or I can't go out with someone that I go to, you know, church with, or Bible study with, or I can't possibly go out with someone that I go to the same choir. It's something around that, but you'll never know unless you try. This is with Aquarius energy. This is why it comes into play of doing something outside the box, you know, embracing that Aquarius-like energy. Now, going back to what your person wants coming in, again, there's someone on the sidelines, I feel, that is waiting to, you know, step forth into your life. Some of you may know this person. Some of you don't know this person. And for some of you, you haven't met this person already, but they have done the work and they are wanting to connect with someone like yourself. However, there's a cycle that needs to be closed out. And without this cycle being closed out, it's like there's a delay of you both connecting with each other. Now, this individual, the Judgment card, you know, they want to... I'm feeling they want to settle down. They want a very intense relationship because the Judgment card does represent the signs Scorpio and Cancer. And when you have the two intertwining with each other, those two signs, you get a, you know, connection which is very intense and which is very sweet natured, very caring, very loving, with a hint of intensity and, you know, sparks as well. Sparks will fly, but in a very seductive and sexual way. Okay, so this person is wanting to merge with you. I feel like this person wants to create. I feel like this individual wanting to come in, wants to, and for some of you, this person wants to reappear and have these things with you. This person wants to create a family with that Cancerian energy right there. And, you know, Scorpios are ruled by the groin, which is, you know, the sex organ. So this person wants to create something new with you, or actually create a family with you. For some of you, you may have a family with this individual already. You may have children or a child with this person, and this person wants to, you know, send a message, okay, because with that Scorpionic energy being ruled by, and Scorpios being ruled by Pluto, Pluto is all about unearthing the old and bringing it up to the surface. So this person could either be from your past, or there's an element of this person being trapped in the past, you know, wanted to bring something up from the past to the surface, but wanting to speak about it in order for you to both move forward with that Cancerian energy. Cancers are very empathetic when they're in their higher, you know, octave, when they're highly evolved. They're very empathetic. All Cancerians are empathetic anyway, but Cancers, they tend to hold on to the past. Remember, they're ruled by, you know, the crab, and the crab has the shell. They can be hard on the outside, but very soft-centered in the inside. So this person could be putting up a hard exterior as though they don't care. Or this person may have acted as though they don't care. But the actual truth is they do care, because there's a sense of familiarity with you, and there's a sense of wanting to come back in. So there's some sort of truth this person wants to speak. I also hear that for some of you, this is actually someone from your past that wants to have this important conversation with you, that wants to actually, you know, heal bridges with you. And for some of you, this is a new individual that you've met in a past life. If you believe in past lives, okay, that wants to come in, but there's something that needs to be closed out in their life and also in your life in order for you both to merge together. Okay, now let's take a look at, and I'm hearing that you may know this person, but you may not have thought about being in a connection with this person. This could be someone that lives within your neighborhood, I'm hearing. Okay, so let's take a look at both of your energies combined. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Now this is a clear indication for me, Scorpio, that, you know, if you were in a connection with this person already, this was a long-term connection. This could have been a marriage or a relationship that felt like a marriage. You're both dedicated to each other. You are both loyal to each other. Or if you're in this connection in the now, you are both dedicated and loyal to each other. You're both, you know, on the same page. You both thought about the future. You are both very goal orientated, right? But emotionally, there may have been a disconnect, because see how the water's behind her and she's got her arms crossed, indicating, don't come too close to me, you know, heart chakra blocked off. So I feel like maybe in this connection, it may have been, or you may have felt, some of you could be in this connection right now, right? You may have felt that it was all about work and no play. So maybe both of you may have been high achievers, or you are high achievers, and your focus is mainly on attaining your goals as opposed to connecting with each other, mind, body, and soul. Hence why this person may want to come in the now, or in the month of March, with some sort of emotional, outpouring. Okay, it was all about the mental, I feel, or it is all about the mental. It's not about us expressing our emotions. This could be a connection whereby you both shower each other with gifts as opposed to expressing to each other how you both feel. If you're yet to meet this person, then I feel that this could be the energy. But there's a part of you that may want to rid of a way of being. So maybe you're looking at situations and how it manifested in your life in relationships, and you may have felt that, maybe I could have been a bit more emotionally open in that situation. And I feel like you're trying to, heighten your emotional awareness in regards to how you express yourself, or in regards to how ex-partner or your partner expresses themselves, and how you can do better, and how this person could do better. So you may have realized that in your old partnerships, you both, yourself and your person, may have been emotionally closed off, and you're not wanting to have that, because then a connection may also feel like a business, and this is how a connection was in the past, or you may feel like your connection's like that in the now. Where's the emotion? But at the same time, yourself and your person mirror each other. This person could be a Libra. They could have Taurus in their chart, or Capricorn in their chart with the number 8. I also hear that this is someone from the past, coming back in, an old soulmate, because the Judgment card does speak about the past, and it does speak about karma. So there was some sort of cycle that wasn't, that is getting repeated. There's a cycle that needs to be closed out, I feel, on your part, Scorpio, but it's not being closed out, because the Fool card does speak about new cycles, and the Judgment card to me does scream karma, right? So this is an indication that if this ex-partner comes back in, the old cycle may be repeated, because there's not a shift, or there won't be a shift in the now. Doesn't mean it's going to persist throughout the rest of the month, right? It's a general reading, guys, remember that, right? But to me, it's indicating that an old cycle will be repeated because something is not being released, right? And you can have new cycles within, existing connections, but I feel like in this case, there's an aspect of this connection that wasn't working in the beginning, but the energy of that, the energy of that old way of being is still lingering. It hasn't been resolved, and it's going to carry through unless there's a shift on your part and on their part. And I feel like this person wants to come back in with some sort of emotional conversation. They may even say, look, we need to make a change. There's something around that. Okay. But this is also an indication of there could be some sort of stagnancy or feeling of stuckness and stagnancy in your connection in the now, or there could be if you are to get into this new relationship. And the thing is, when we get into partnerships, we can tend to mirror each other. So if you may feel like you find it quite hard to emote, or this person may feel like they find it hard to emote due to fear of getting hurt, because there is a sense of you both fearing that you don't want to get hurt. So there's the energy of, I'm not going to show you how much I really care. And then the other person starts to mirror that. And then it becomes a game for some of you, or then it becomes a thing, So that is something to be looked at in that regard as well. I feel like the connection could be very highly intellectual, or you may both intellectualize your emotions as opposed to emoting how you both feel. And you may both throw yourself into work as a avoidance mechanism, I feel, trying to avoid what needs to be addressed. So that's the energy that I'm picking up in regards to how your energies both merge. But I feel on your part, there is an aspect that you are wanting to release about yourself. And also with this Judgment card, it does also indicate that this individual may want to release an aspect about themselves as well, realizing that it's not just you. There's a role that I played in this as well. This could be someone re-emerging from the past, or someone from a past life if you believe in past life relationships. You know, this person may have a Saturn in Scorpio, or you could have a Saturn in Scorpio and it's conjuncting your actual sun or your Venus, or this individual could actually have a Mars in Scorpio. There's something here, you know, that is making this connection very powerful, you know, but it's also allowing this person to want to make that change. And for some of you, this individual is wanting to come in because they have done the work, or they're doing the work, and they've manifested someone like you in, but they're waiting to come in. But at the same time, I feel like there's still work that needs to be done in order for you both to connect with each other. Again, this could be someone that you know through a friend or that lives in your neighborhood, right? Now, let's take a look at the outcome for yourself and this person. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. I definitely feel with the Queen of Pentacles that your focus may just mainly be on your career, your finances, your stability, your comfort. Okay, being comfortable, having a beautiful surrounding, having a beautiful home. There's something about decorating your home. It's almost like some of you are manifesting in what you want, or the partner that you want, without realizing it. Because, you know, for instance, if you're pregnant or you're having a baby, then you tend to nest. Pregnant women will tend to nest right before a child comes. They want to decorate the home, and, you know, it's like an urge. So some of you, I'm not saying you're pregnant, but this could be a yearning for some of you. Some of you may actually want a child, and some of you may actually want to connect with someone with the knowing that whoever you connect with next, you want to have a future with them. You want them to be a life partner, right? This is probably why you're at some sort of standstill, knowing that this ex-partner may want to come back in, but feeling to yourself that I'm actually ready to meet someone new right now. You know, it didn't work out in the past, or, you know, I'm actually open to meeting someone new. Or if I do meet someone, you know, if I do go back to that ex-partner, you know, if they're not on my level of maturity, or I need to mature, I need to level up in some way. It can't be like how it was in the past. This speaks about leveling up, you know, emotionally, financially, and also in health. This also speaks about giving yourself that self-love, because some of you out here just want to be single and maintain your independence. And Aquarius does actually square Taurus. This is Taurus energy. So this is the indication that some of you may actually want to be single, or want to be, you know, in a committed partnership. That could be a thing. If you do connect with this ex, you could give this person an ultimatum. Maybe you were settling in the past. Maybe it could be a situation of, if we get together, then I want commitment. It could be something like that. Or where do you see this connection 10 years from now? All right. Yeah. Ace of Rods. This talks about new beginnings, new passionate beginnings. So yeah, new passionate beginnings in regards to your creative and your career life, I feel, with the Ace of Rods. And again, this is why some of you are not very focused on your love life. Not to say, because this is a love reading, but I feel strongly that this is a huge indication that you are looking forward to your future. Something around a spring equinox could be a thing. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries, you know, and the spring equinox occurs on the 21st of March. You know, some say that's when the new year actually begins, you know. I know Iranians, they celebrate New Year on the 21st of March. That's when their new year actually takes place. So something Iran could be of significance to some of you. And for some of you, I feel like, you know, towards the ending of March is going to be a very beneficial time for some of you. Something new is going to birth. Maybe this individual, this new person or this ex-partner might come in, but there's going to be a new cycle, a new passionate cycle that's going to emerge from your life in regards to yourself. Yeah, we have King of Swords. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars or Venus, or a Gemini. But I strongly feel that this person may actually act quite distant, detached and cold. There's something around that. So, you know, this could be an old person, this could be a new person. I don't know what I'm getting, but I feel for some of you that it's best to let this person contact you if you're wanting to hear from them. Because I feel that if you try to contact this individual, it may be, you know, this person may block you, or this person may leave you on red. It's what I'm picking up, because I'm looking at the bird and he's got his sword right there, like, you know, it's like this type of businessman, you know, that I'm picking up. But I do feel that this individual, they do actually want to communicate. They want to communicate, but they want to be the one that communicates with you and not the other way around. Some of you, this could be your energy. You could be in the energies of the King of Swords. Some of you may have Libra in your chart, Gemini in your chart. But this is the indication that you may be in your more masculine role in regards to this individual. You may decide to actually cut this ex-partner off or block this ex-partner. You know, this is probably why you're at a standstill, but you could be in the energies of the King of Swords where you're not putting up with no nonsense and no crap. Yeah, Five of Pentacles, leaving someone out in the cold. I feel that some of you may actually leave someone out in the cold. Could be this individual, this ex-partner for some of you. Okay, we have the Two of Pentacles. And I'm not saying that you may want to leave this person out in the cold indefinitely, but it could be due to the fact that you want to focus on yourself, because the Ace of Rods speaks of, you know, it speaks of self-love to me. It speaks of a new cycle, a positive new cycle where you're focusing on your creativity. Some of you may actually connect with someone where you're physical with this individual. This is about a rebirth, I feel. So you could be cutting out the old, feeling like it has no place in the new in regards to your life as it stands, right? And cutting out nonsense as well. But some of you, again, could be thinking about, okay, I don't know if I should speak to my ex or go back to my ex. I want to hear them out, or, you know, move forward. So there's a bit of deliberating there, I feel. There's an energy of feeling quite emotionally, you know, this could be in regards to your home as well. You may be thinking, okay, how's this going to affect my home? Some of you could get into a new relationship with someone with the Ace of Rods this month, okay? Things could take off with this person quite quickly, but then there could be some doubt, like, how's this going to work in the long term? Okay, just go with the flow, Scorpio. Yeah, we have Temperance card. So I feel that any type of instability that you may fear surrounding this new connection, you know, it's going to be, you know, met with calmness as well. Some of you could be a Scorpio Sagittarius cusp, and this is about blending two energies together. So this could be someone from a different cultural background that you connect with, right? This could be a Sagittarius, or this person may have Sagittarius in their chart, is what I'm picking up right here, okay? I also feel for some of you that you may also feel that sense of calmness that you are craving to have, that sense of peace, you know, and that doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be with another person, but you will feel that sense of calm and that sense of peace that you've been craving for a long time, because there will be a sense of instability, emotional instability, and some of you could be actually moving home as well, is what I'm picking up. Yeah, we have Gemini energy, the Lovers card. So for some of you, this individual is going to want to communicate with you. There is going to be some sort of communication that's going to take place. You know, and this speaks about the neighborhood as well. This speaks about third house. This does speak about choices. So a choice will be made in regards to going back to the old, or maybe stepping forth into your future, or being single. That choice could be staying with a person or being single, staying with or going out to connect with a new person, or going back to an ex-partner, right? But we end with the Ten of Pentacles. So this to me does indicate that, you know, for some of you, you will actually take that leap of faith and connect with a new person. And this person actually wants stability. This person could be a Taurus, your opposing sign. And this individual actually wants, you know, something long lasting. I'm hearing legacy. This person has the same morals that you have. This person does have the same family values. This person could be a hard worker, I feel. This person is self-sustained. This could be same-sex relationship for some of you. Doesn't necessarily have to be. This person may own their own property as well. They may actually want you to move in with them. But for some of you, you may meet a new person this year, or I feel this year definitely, but this month, someone that lives around the area. You may meet this person through family, or through friends, or someone that lives within your neighborhood, and you may actually meet their family for the first time, you know, and this could be online as well. You may meet you may meet this person's family online, maybe via Zoom or FaceTime, but there's someone that I feel that you're going to get to know, or you know of this person, but you didn't think anything else about this person. And I definitely feel that some of you may be closing out a cycle, or you'll be deliberating as to whether or not you want to speak to someone from your past, but the past will re-emerge. But there is a cycle that needs to be closed. Scorpio, that was your reading. I will speak to you soon. Take care of yourself. Peace out.